Have you met Samantha West? She is it is the telemarketing chatbot that has popped up a lot in the news lately as being a robot that denies that it's a robot. But is that in fact a denial? We found out that it actually is a person with a thick non-American accent operating a soundboard with programmed in macros.
I'm calling about an online request you once made about health insurance coverage.
Okay.
I work with all major companies and compare...
Hey, are you a robot?
What? No, I am a real person. Maybe we have a bad connection. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's crazy. You just sound so much like a robot.
I am a real person. Maybe we have a bad connection. I'm sorry about that.
Will you tell me you're not a robot? Just say I'm not a robot, please.
I am a real person.
I mean, I believe you, but will you just say I'm not a robot? It'll make me feel better to hear you say it.
There is a live person here.
But I know there is. It would just make me feel so much better to hear you say I am not a robot.
What?
If you could say the words I'm not a robot, it would really mean a lot to me.
I am a real person. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I just want to hear you say I am not a robot.
Yes, I'm a real person.
Right, but will you say I'm not a robot?
Health Enrollment Center? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
They're very awkward. You have to admit at least that. And it does seem like a little deceptive because it sounds like a recording of, well, it is a recording of a woman, and you would think that woman is talking to you, but that woman is not talking to you.
From what I understand, this computer program, Samantha West, or soundboard, however you want to word it, is used in countries where their telemarketers speak English, understand English, but with very thick foreign accents.
Yes.
And the companies have determined rather than, have someone with a thick Pakistani accent try to help someone in Arlington, Texas, they would just have this woman in Pakistan press these buttons so that you are given an American-sounding response until you can be sorted one way or the other to an actual person.
That is exactly true. What they do that is they use that to weed out, well, they have a call people,
right.
And if people are actually interested in the product or service, they will forward them to an American call service operator.
What do people like less? Pleasant-sounding robots or foreign accents from real people?
Do people hate talking to foreign telemarketers that much?
Or
not even telemarketers, foreign customer service reps that much?
That is the stereotype. People do not like that. Now, I don't know whether that's racist of Americans to not like to talk to foreigners on the phone, or closed-minded, or just inconvenient that you can't understand them as clearly.
But is it more inconvenient than talking to an awkward-sounding robotic macro system?
I mean, it depends on what...
I think that's much more awkward. I would be less willing to give that my personal information than a human, I think.
Well, I mean, then do you tell, because the point of this is that Samantha West is telling people, I am not a robot, I am human, in a robotic type cadence.
Yeah, people feel very deceived by that.
It's not an artificial intelligence,
should they feel
though.
deceived? I mean, I would feel like there's more of an uncanny valley there, which is more uncomfortable to me than talking to someone who clearly isn't American.
Okay. Let me give you a hypothetical situation. What if the customer service representative was not foreign, but handicapped, unable to speak clearly, and was given this assistive device to be able to do his or her job better? I can't speak clearly, maybe I'm mute, maybe I have some sort of speech impediment. They've given me this assistive program so that I can communicate with people better. If you're forward with that information, will people have a problem with it?
No, I think that what people have more of a problem with is feeling like they've been lied to. Because it says, if you listen to one of the calls, he says, I have to ask, are you a robot? And she'll say, no, I've never been asked that. I'm a person. And then you go, are you sure you're a robot? And the response is, yes, sure. That's weird. That's weird.
To me, that's saying, okay, we've eliminated you having to ask to repeat yourself because you can't understand what the person on the phone is saying because of a thick accent, and we've replaced that with you not being sure if you're talking to a person or robot and having to waste time asking those questions.
Would people
now.
be furious if they found out, like if they had been using full disclosure, like I am a person who doesn't speak with the same accent you're used to, you know, but I'm definitely running this software to help me speak to you better?
Maybe. I mean, we're trying to get this call finished and taken care of as quickly as possible, and now we're wasting time with having difficulty understanding people, identifying whether or not the person is a robot or not. I talk to robots on the phone all the time. Like I have to when I call my bank or when I, call whatever service, restaurants even. It's like, if you would like to place an order, press 1. If you would like to talk to a manager, press 2. It's like, this is not new, this is not scary, you have to do this. They've just made it so it sounds like a pleasant woman. Mm-hmm. But it's not even a robot, it's a person pressing buttons. Why can't we just get over this and finish our calls? Does that make sense? Am I crazy? I don't mind talking to Samantha West. I don't mind, talking to someone with a crazy accent as long as I get my plane time changed or whatever I needed.
As long as you accomplish whatever you need to accomplish.
Yes, whatever gets me to my goal and off the phone fastest. If that's a robot, if that's a Pakistani lady, it doesn't matter as long as it gets done.
You make a lot of rational sense, but there's something, I don't know if I could put my fingers on it, why people get so upset by Samantha West, the robo-caller, or maybe someone with a thick accent that's not American. I don't know which one is worse, and I want to know what makes Samantha West so creepy or off-putting or unwanted? Why are people so standoffish to her? Let me know what you think, because I would like to know, and please be sure to subscribe.